Hello there, Whipper here, and welcome back to another mod showcase. And this time I'm going to be showing you a mod called the Pingus mod, and this adds loads of cute little adorable penguins into Minecraft, and they all have special abilities and do different things. But anyway, this mod is actually inspired by a game made ages ago, specifically for Linux, which was a Lemmings clone. And it's basically a game where you have to try and get the penguin from the start to the end of a level, and all the penguins have different abilities. So yeah, it's kind of a puzzle kind of game. But anyway, this mod actually implements those penguins into Minecraft. They can only move in two directions like the original game, and also they have the cool little animated textures here for the icons in your hotbar. And yeah, they're original animations from the original game, so if I just go here you can see they've all got the cool little animations. So first up I'm going to be showing you how you can actually craft the 6 different kinds of Pingu. Now for all of these crafting recipes you're going to need the regular Pingu, but you can also make these in a different way, because you can make the regular Pingu and then place it down and then right click with the correct item, and it will change into any of these kinds of Pingu depending on what item you use. But I'm going to show you the crafting recipes for reference anyway. So first up, to craft the regular Pingu, you're going to need 3 snow blocks and 6 obsidian blocks, and then you craft yourself a Pingu. And then you can hold him in your hand. It seems a bit weird really. I mean, the whole notion of holding a penguin in your hand as you walk around is a bit peculiar, but there we go, we'll have to just live with that. Well, minor technicality. But yeah, you can hold penguins in your hands if you really wanted to. But next up we've got the Basher Pingu, and of course you're going to need a regular Pingu to craft this. So you're going to need a Pingu and a golden apple to craft the Basher Pingu. And there you go, it's got that little swinging flippers animation there. But next up we've got the Bomber Pingu, and to make this one you're going to need a Pingu and a TNT block. Quite self-explanatory really, considering it's a Bomber Pingu. But then we've got the Bridger Pingu, and this one you're going to need to surround it with any kind of stairs that you want, and then it will build with the stairs that you've crafted it with. So here we've got a Bridger Pingu, and it's selected for oak stairs. But next up we've got the Digger Pingu, and for this one you're going to need a new item, which is called a pneumatic drill. And this item is useless on its own, you can't use it on its own, but when you use it with a penguin, you can craft yourself a Digger Penguin, and then you can use the Digger Penguin to dig a massive hole for you. It's brilliant. And then to craft the pneumatic drill you need 2 gold ingots and 5 iron ingots. And last but not least we've got the Miner Pingu, and to craft this you're going to need an iron pickaxe and a Pingu. It has to be an iron pickaxe, you can't use a diamond pickaxe or a wooden pickaxe or anything like that. Has to be an iron pickaxe, and then you craft yourself a Miner Pingu. So that's how you can actually craft these guys. Now I'm going to show you what each individual kind of Pingu does. So I've just got myself a normal Pingu here to show the default Pingu. So if I place it down here in this direction, it's going to walk in the direction you place it down facing. So I'm going to face it this way and it's going to walk towards that, and as soon as it meets any object it's going to turn around and go back the other way. So now I'm abusing the mechanics a bit, so now it's trapped in this little gap here and it can't get out. But yeah, it'll just keep doing this for infinitely, and you can't actually hit it with any swords and mobs can't hit it, so it's basically immune to anything apart from water, which is really weird since penguins normally live in water and swim in it and all that. But now if you put any water anywhere near them, so like in this ditch, yeah, we've got a dead Pingu. Poor little Pingu, can't swim. You've got a bit of a problem if you're a penguin and you can't swim, but in this case all the penguins in this mod cannot swim or stand water or lava or anything like that, they just die in it. So yeah, that's a bit peculiar, but yeah, we'll just spawn one of these again. And then I'm going to add the golden apple to it, and now we're going to get a different kind of this Pingu. And now we've got the Basher Pingu, and you can see it break through that block, and every time you give it one of these it's going to hit any block in front of it like that, boom, and it will stop when it hasn't got any more blocks to hit. So if I just add some more golden apple to it now, it's going to keep digging through this until it has nothing left to dig, and then it'll stop. So yeah, and this Pingu will go as maximum of 240 blocks I believe, and then it'll stop digging. But as soon as it gets to this open bit it should stop digging anyway, because it hasn't got anything else to hit. And then when it gets to this bit it's just going to go backwards and go the other way, straight back to the start again, and hopefully we can trap it so it doesn't escape again. But yeah, that's the Basher Pingu, and what that does. Let's just block this up again maybe. So yeah, there we go. Sorry Pingu, you're going to go back the other way. Actually let's just... okay, too late now. Yeah, just go in that hole and just spin around like crazy. But next up, let's just spawn another Pingu for testing on. We're going to use the TNT, and this will create the Bomber Pingu. Actually, I'm not going to do that one there because it's going to blow everything up, so we're just going to do it here, and there we go. Ready? Beep, 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 beep. It should explode. Boom. Okay, that was a terrible countdown, but as soon as it hits any block, it's going to explode. And yeah, it just hovers in the air and explodes. And look at the size of that crater. That was one suicidal penguin there. It's like a suicide bomber in penguin form. That's horrible. But there we go. So that's the Bomber Penguin quite self-explanatory considering its name. It just walks up to a block and explodes. So I suppose if you had like a zombie dungeon with a zombie spawner in it, you could just send that penguin in, it would go up to the spawner, explode it, and then you got a dead penguin and loads of dead zombies and no more zombies to worry about. So that's the use of that one. But next up we've got the builder. Well, what is it called again? Oh yeah, the bridger Pingu. So if we just go up to this Pingu here and then right click it with 8, has to be 8 of these. And you can see it would have taken 8 of my inventory had I not been in creative. It's just going to build up until, I don't know when it's going to stop eventually. I think it builds up to 16 stairs and then it's just going to walk off the edge and commit suicide. Wee bunk. Yep, poor little Pingu killed himself, but yeah, it just builds up for about 16 stair blocks and then jumps off the end, and then you've got a lovely little staircase built by an expert building Pingu. So yeah, he just jumped off the end. A bit really weird really. And then it also works with other kinds of stairs, so if I give it 8 stone stairs, there we go, it's going to start building up. Can walk behind him if I really wanted to. Let's just see this guy in action. Look at that expert placement there. He doesn't even have to place any blocks below him, he could just place them in midair. But here we go, now we're going to watch him suicide. Oh, it's a bit sad really. Don't kill yourself, penguin. No. Splat. But there we go, so that's the bridger penguin. So next is the digger Pingu, and if we just place this one down here, he doesn't transform to a digger, it's just like a lovely penguin with a pneumatic drill. I mean, look at the animation on that pneumatic drill, that's brilliant. He's just like digging down. Look at that concentration on his face there. He's like, I will dig, I will dig. Well, okay, that was a terrible Pingu impression, I don't know what that was, but he's just going to dig around down until he reaches bedrock or water, and if he lands in water, of course, he's going to kill himself, because for some inexplicable reason, penguins in this mod die when they come into any contact with water. But there we go, I'm just going down with a penguin. It's like a lift really, a very slow lift at that, but here we go. And yeah, he'll just keep going down until bedrock, and yeah, let's just leave that guy to it really. So that's what the digger Pingu does. Kind of useful if you want some 1x1 digging straight down holes. I mean, I'm sure the rule in Minecraft is that you never dig straight down, but he's a penguin, he's not Steve, so no rules apply to him of course. But if he does bump into lava, at least it's him that's dying and not you. Although that seems a bit evil to say since how cute they are, and yeah, we're just killing penguins all the time. So next up I'm going to be showing you the miner Pingu. So if we just place down a Pingu and then give him a lovely iron pickaxe, you can see he's going to swing that pickaxe and dig straight down until he reaches bedrock or water. And if he reaches water, of course, he's going to drown and die, which is a bit weird considering he's a penguin, but we've got over that earlier. And yeah, he just mines the blocks and then drop the items, so you don't lose anything. It's not as if like he stores the cobble in his inventory or something. He just drops them on the ground, so you need to walk behind him and pick them up. And look at that, he's tackling the gravel with no problems at all. And look how fast he's mining it, it's brilliant. I suppose you could have loads of these set up in a row, digging down the same staircase next to each other, and then you could have a lovely like 8x8 wide staircase right down to bedrock, which would be brilliant. So I could set up some more of these guys here, give him a pickaxe, although it's really hard to get them started in the right same place as the other one. I mean, now we've got like a weird staircase where we've got to step up each way. Well, you can see how it could work if you're really good at timing. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for this mod. It just adds a few Pingus, and yeah, I was just experimenting earlier to see if the Pingu would stop when it reached a block, and it didn't. It just mined the block and placed the staircase down, which is a bit interesting, but there we go. So now we've got a lovely TNT tree or something, and just to end the video on an explosive note, we're just going to explode this. I typed in the ID for redstone torch then and not the actual redstone torch name, but here we go. Let's just end this video on an explosion, and definitely check this mod out because it's really cool and the penguins are cute. But here we go, lovely explosion to end every video, it's perfect. Boom. And I wonder how many penguins died in the creation of this video. I can imagine quite a few. And yeah, the penguin in the hole did sadly die there. I mean, he's not in existence. Probably landed in the water and killed himself, or... It's just really peculiar how these penguins die whenever they come into contact with water. I didn't really expect that to happen. I mean, I thought they were meant to love water. Oh well, so yeah, if you want to kill penguins, shove them in water. Yeah, probably a life lesson learned there. But yep, thank you for watching, and please remember to leave a like if you enjoyed. It really helps out.